Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cool Sports, home of the Ice Area in Farragut, Tennessee.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Mikulak. I'll be your color commentator for this evening.
And I'm Dominic Webster, giving you the play-by-play. It's senior weekend, Matt.
Yeah,
last set of home games for us.
Yeah, especially for us, but I'm thinking more about our players out there at the moment. Their last final series here in Knoxville. You know, it's kind of got to take a little bit of time to set back, look at what you've done, look at what you've accomplished here, and overall, just give it your all in this last series. Make sure you leave nothing left in the tank, and then we'll get ready to go over to Nashville. At least you will be, to call the games for the Vanderbilt series.
Game 1 of 2 against the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Let's hope for a good game tonight. Face off.
It's hockey time in Tennessee.
Face off, one back by Tennessee. King sends it down for Paul Hart in the Tennessee corner. Wrapping around behind Shaw now. Taken off the puck by the Coastal forward. All the way up for Nick Carline. Carline now. Walking through. Carline dodging a hit but loses possession. Run hard in there to the boards by the defenseman. This way. Puck sent in to the Tennessee end by Coastal. And back into the Coastal Carolina end as Tennessee gets the change. On it now for Coastal is Dylan Stahl. He sends it up into the neutral zone where it's picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien with the puck at the top, and Engineering is down for Tennessee. We will take a quick break.
Well, real quick. I mean, just kind of a awkward hit to the ground there. He's not really screaming or anything. We're so close to him right now, but it seems like he's got some discomfort down low for sure. Teammates coming out to check up on him.
With 18:54 left here in this first period, we will take a quick break. Sent in by Luke Schonbrunn, making his return to the lineup after taking a majority of the season off for a torn ACL. On it now is Trevor Lundy for Tennessee. Schonbrunn coming in with the hit on Shefflin. Shefflin able to get it all the way down. Played down by Sperduto up to Lundy. Lundy gives it off to Magazzini. Magazzini fires a shot blocked in front by Lalick. Lalick now on his horse, able to clear the zone as Sperduto's there to pick it up in the Tennessee end. 18-13 left here in this first period, no score. Sperduto setting up behind Shaw, waiting for some movement from his Tennessee teammates. Up for Schonbrunn. Schonbrunn taking off the puck there. Shot! Nice save there by Shaw with 17:58 left here in this first period.
Yeah, really good save there by Shaw to start off here. And, Schonbrunn back in the lineup, huge part of this team. Had a little bit of a bad turnover there at his blue line, but that's expected. Just getting the wheels back going. So far, though, in this game, I would have to say Tennessee really does have a pretty good game plan of getting over into Coastal's blue line. But after that, they just need to start shooting the puck on net. Enough with the fancy moves. Just try and produce as many shots, and one will go through surely enough.
Battle behind the boards as Ian Tolk comes away with it for Tennessee. Sam Hale on the puck now in the corner. Tripped up. No call. On it now. Chip back into the neutral zone as Sam Hale plays it down with a glove. On it now is Walsh for Coastal. Gains Tennessee's line, chips it all the way around behind Shaw where Tolk picks it up. Tolk with the puck still behind Shaw, looking for somebody to pass to. High chip, up, out of the zone. No icing here, as Barley gets to it first. Stackhouse with the big hit on Barley. Puck sent up by Kokoska to King. King taking off the puck by Ryan. Ryan sends it over now. For Lalick. Lalick trying to find his defensive partner, gets a little too far. Kokoska on it for Tennessee. Backhand attempt for Carter. Sent back into the Tennessee zone by Westerfer. Puck into the neutral zone now. Carline with the puck. Carline battling hard along the boards. Chipped up out of the zone. And back into the Coastal end. Paulhard on it now, over for Kokoska. Kokoska gains the red line, fires it in. This will be called icing with 16:05 left here in this first period.
Oh, we got some serious speed on both sides for both teams on offense and defense. Pretty good matchup so far, but one thing I would like to point out is even though we're not in the Coliseum today, you got to think, especially with the senior weekend matchup this week, you're kind of back in the setting we grew up in, little small rink. You got all friends and family showing up, a good turnout by the Tennessee fan base here. So you just got to let them play like kids. Have a good time out there. No, don't stress too much about it. Just play some solid complementary hockey.
Fired into the opposite corner by Fowlks. And chipped out into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Kruppa. Kruppa carrying it all the way in by himself. Fires shot saved there by Shaw. Big rebound cleared out by Kokoska. Ingeniery. Good to see him back on the ice. Paulhard in on it now. Battling with Kruppa in the corner. Shot fired and whiffed by Fowlks. Paulhard on his horse now, getting it out of the Tennessee zone. Finds Bunch streaking through the neutral zone. Bunch taking off the puck. Battling with Kruppa now along the far side boards.
You can see a really good use of his legs there, pinning the puck against the board, making sure that the puck stays in the Coastal Carolina zone.
Bunch sending it back into a group of people. Engineering taking off the puck by Compton. Sperduto trying to clear it. Gets taken off of it by Barnes. Barnes, nice save there by Brandon Shaw. 14:51 left here in this first period. Beautiful save, as it'll get sent down for an icing by Donovan.
And a beautiful save. It was kind of worth the icing there. Just a really good interception by Coastal there, and Shaw stayed with him the entire time, and he's been sharp so far in this game. He's really been tracking the puck well, especially with these turnovers. A little mess up there by the Tennessee D, but overall, you just got to slow it down a little bit more. Don't get too amped up, especially when you start the game. Get the game plan down first before you add the speed.
Puck getting sent into the Coastal end. No icing here, as Kilduff is there to pick it up. Kilduff taken off the puck by Lundy. Lundy now at the hash marks. Fires shot. Nice save there, as it's sent high and wide. Centering try. Lundy there, unable to control. Lundy along the far boards now, battling two Coastal Carolina players. Schoenbrunn in to help. Coastal comes away with it. Shefflin on it now for Coastal, fires it all the way in. Shaw there to play it for Sperduto. Sperduto now battling with two Coastal players. Comes free, up to the point now. Shot fired, stopped there by Sperduto. Sperduto taking off the puck there in the neutral zone, as it gets sent back in behind Shaw. On it now is Donovan for Tennessee. Backhand clearing attempt, unable to get out. Up now for Lundy. Lundy at the blue line gets stopped by Shefflin. Run into the boards hard by Shefflin now, as the puck comes out of the Tennessee zone, cleared right back in on Shaw. Wicked bounce there. Donovan comes away with it, wraps it all the way around, comes out for Magazzini. Magazzini on it now, gives it off to Sperduto. Sperduto with speed. Gets around the defenseman. Sperduto centering try. Nice tie up in front by Corning. Cleared out of the zone now. where Tolk is on it. Tolk run into the boards hard. Sperduto sends it back down where it's played by Lebrecht. Still in the zone. Stackhouse hit from behind a little bit there. No call. Stackhouse just now getting his stick back. This will go down for no icing. Hamill on it now for Tennessee. Back down where Hamill plays it behind Lebrecht. On it now for Coastal is Corning. Sent up for Gerstner. Gerstner back for Barley. It's still in the neutral zone. Coming away with it is Justin Stackhouse. Stackhouse takes a hack there. Nice play by Hale to take Walsh off the puck. Gerstner over for Ryan. Up into the neutral zone now where it's played by Ferrara. Ferrara wraps it all the way around. Kokoska just leaves it there. Battling now with Gerstner. Gerstner comes free. Centering try. Saved there by Shaw. On it now for Coastal is Ferrara. Tennessee coming away with it. Drew King in the neutral zone. Drew King walking all the way in. Gives it off to Carter. Carter trying to find Carline. Nice tie up there by Lalick. Coming out into the Tennessee zone now. Nice hit there by Kokoska. And saved by Shaw. Paulhart wrapping it all the way around. Picked up there by Ryan. Sent back down by Gerstner. King there to pick it up for Tennessee. King sends it up for Carline, who tries to send it over for Carter. Paulhart on it now for Kokoska. Kokoska trying to find Carline, picked off by Lalick. Lalick now fires a shot well wide of Shaw. Carter in on it now for Tennessee. Along the far boards, up for Carline. Beautiful play. Carline trying to find Engineering. Engineering run into the boards hard there by Fowlks. Still battling with Fowlks now as Drew Marino comes away with it. Marino hit along the boards by Ryan. Bunch with it for Tennessee. Trying to find Donovan. Nice stick there by Barnes. Sent all the way down. This will be for an icing. 10:47 left, no score. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Chanticleers.
I didn't know he got So kind of going off of the last couple minutes there, we didn't really have a big stoppage in play. I liked seeing Magazzini and how he uses his physical presence right in front of the goaltender in the defensive zone. You're going to have to help Shaw out any way you can, especially what's been happening the past couple games when Tennessee has been getting outshot through multiple series. Also, too, when that Drew King line comes out, obviously they really like to stretch the passes out and like to score on rushes. I'd like to see them get into the zone and settle it down a little bit, work on the boards. They have the talent on that line to keep up and compete with anybody. So we'll see if there's an adjustment by Coach Butchko here, but we'll see.
Face-off outside as Tennessee came in offside on that last draw. Engineering on it now, taking off the puck by the Coastal defenseman. On it now for Coastal is Compton. Compton streaking. Stops and starts on Donovan. Fires a shot. Glove saved by Brandon Shaw.
Nice little flash of the glove right there. Love to see it by Shaw. Get some confidence in him. It's been a little bit of a kind of like one of those backyard football games or just pond hockey games. Really no stability in a game plan so far, it seems like. Kind of just a miscellaneous bunch of plays going on. We'll see if somebody's able to break through.
Shot fired. Through the screen, Shaw able to make the glove save. Shot coming from Kilduff.
Now that's one of the most impressive saves you'll get as a goaltender, especially when you're screened by two guys. Able to get a glove save, come up huge in the first period.
Face off one back to Coastal's defenseman. Shot there by Kruppa. Saved again by Shaw. Coastal getting a ton of shots here in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, at this point right now, Shaw's, showing his tape for the MLB. Maybe he'll be a catcher down the road.
So good thing Shaw's seeing everything. Nice save there twice by Shaw. Comes away with a little extracurricular music happening here. Shot fired by Kruppa all the way around. On it now is Tolk for Tennessee. Goes behind Shaw. Sent up. Did not go into the bench, although that's where it looked like. On it now for Coastal is Kilduff. Magazzini applying pressure now, Lundy. Coming away with it is Fowlks for Coastal. One-on-one with Paulhart. Paulhart turns him around behind the net. Comes free. Opposite corner now, where it's picked up by Paulhart. Taken off of it real quick by Shefflin. Centering try. Shot! Nice save there by Shaw as he covers up. And a little extra here. The little man getting into it with Magazzini.
And like I said earlier, that's definitely a guy you don't want to go against for Tennessee. Magazzini, just a real physical force and likes to get a little rough every once in a while. I mean, Shaw's been standing on his feet real good so far. Really, Tennessee hasn't been able to get the solid pass out of their own zone to create rushes. They do every once in a while, but they're kind of in a slump as of right now.
Face-off won by Tennessee. Paulhart, excuse me, won by Coastal, sent up now to the blue line where it's kept in by Westerfer. Off the boards and out. Hamill on his horse to get there, still in the zone. Kept in by Tennessee. Missed hit there on Stahl. He sends it up for Shefflin. Shefflin now trying to get around Kokoska. Nice play there. In the neutral zone now, where O'Brien has possession for Coastal. O'Brien now walking in. Far side. Near side boards. Hit there by Paulhart. Paulhart able to chip it out of the zone. No icing here as Corning gets on it. Corning pressured by Stackhouse sends it up for O'Brien. Stackhouse missing the check there by an inch. Sent up Stackhouse going for a change. Carline out for him. Westerfer pressuring Sperduto. He wraps it back for Donovan. Donovan now trying to find Sperduto. Picked off there by Booth. Lalick now trying to find Booth. Finds Westerfer instead. All the way around where Shaw plays it. Big hit there from Sperduto. Coming away with it is Coastal though. Wraps it back around behind Shaw. Westerfer on it. Gets out of the zone. Barley on it for Coastal. King pressuring him. King on him. Big hit from Drew King. Behind the net here. Carline battling for it now. Tries to find Carter. Carter chips it around. Carline picks off that pass. Carline to King. King can't control. Coming away with it now is Ryan. Ryan sends it in. Carline there to pick it up for Tennessee. Carline walking through the middle of the zone into Coastal's end. Carline dancing all the way around. Centering try. Sent all the way down. This will not be icing, as Carline was the last person to touch it. Donovan on it for Tennessee. Gerstner on him. Donovan, quick stop and start on Gerstner. Behind Shaw. Tied up with Gerstner now. Takes him down. Donovan gets it to Sperduto. Sperduto up for Marino. Engineering now for Tennessee. Taken off the puck. As it's chipped all the way down. Bunch there to play it for Tennessee. Bunch fires shot. Blocker down by Lebrecht. Battle for it now along the far boards. Wrapped all the way around where it's picked up by Kruppa. Kruppa gets it up to Walsh. He chips it into the neutral zone. No icing here. Marino on it for Tennessee. Marino sends it down for Bunch. Bunch meets Kruppa. And Marino comes away with it. Centering try. And saved there by Lebrecht. 6:06 left to play in this first period.
It's crazy it's already 6 minutes left in the period here. I mean, you got to think both teams are probably pretty gassed right now with the consistent play going on. Really not taking any penalties. Really no odd shots getting deflected off the post going out of play throughout the first period. Tennessee had a shot on net finally for the first time in a little bit here. Hopefully it's just a sniff of what they can continue to do throughout this game.
On it now for Coastal is Walsh. He sends it all the way down. And a chip shot there saved by Shaw. 5:52 remaining.
Oh, now we get a whistle.
Shots still remain in Coastal's favor, 9-3. No score. Couple of good opportunities by both squads.
Yeah, it seems like for sure, though, every time Coastal's getting an opportunity, it's because of a turnover by a Tennessee player. Not saying that Tennessee isn't playing terrible right now, but they do need to get a groove of just consistent getting out of bad scenarios, at least getting it to the mid-line when they're down deep in their own zone.
On it now is Lundy for Tennessee. Trevor Lundy into the Coastal end. Taking off the puck. Magazzini there to pick it up, though. Magazzini fires shot. Blocked in front by Barnes. On it now is Stahl for Coastal. Dogging him is Schonbrunn. Schonbrunn with the tip pass, but it comes right to the Coastal player. Sent in by Fowlks. Paulhart on it for Tennessee. Chips it up, held there. Paulhart comes back away with it. Sent up and out into the neutral zone. Kokoska on it, turns his back to Kilduff. Battling with Kilduff now behind the net. Coming away with it is Magazzini trying to find Lundy. Lundy chips it back down for Paulhart. Paulhart wraps it around for Kokoska. Kokoska, stretch pass here for Lundy. Just out of his reach, and that will go down for icing with 4:40 left here in this first period.
Before I can do an analysis of the Tennessee offense so far, I got to talk about their defense. They're not getting aggressive at the blue line when Coastal is coming through. They're sitting back, letting them play dump and chase. And when you're a team that has a hard time turning the puck over in your own zone, you're not going to get out of your own zone. So before the offense can even get going, they got to start playing aggressive at midline, really challenge that Coastal team to enter their zone.
On it now is Trevor Lundy. He gets it out, passes it over to Schonbrunn. Schonbrunn trying to fire it in, but Barley got in the way. Coastal on their horse now into the Tennessee end. Drop pass there for Shefflin. Shefflin fires shot. Nice glove save by Shaw.
Yeah, you got shot totals right now. I think it's about to be 11-3 in favor of Coastal. Maybe not.
No, that's the right shot total.
Okay, well, either way, no, Shaw standing tall once again. He's been using that glove a lot in this first period.
Face-off won by Tennessee. Connor Hamill, to be exact, wins it back for Paulhart. Paulhart taking off the puck by O'Brien. Centering try. Saved there by Shaw. He sends it into the corner off his pad. Engineer, he chips it up, trying to find Stackhouse. It gets picked off in the neutral zone. O'Brien now for Coastal. Sends it all the way across. Picked off by whoever that is. I don't know his name. Paulhart on it now for Tennessee. Chips it in, no ice here. Picked up by Barley. Barley hit there by Stackhouse and one other Tennessee player. Puck comes free. Stackhouse on it, centers it, and it's going to be covered up there by Lebrecq.
Going back once again, very clean game so far. No penalties, so no special teams, no 4-on-4, no open ice. It's been a dogfight out there so far.
Face off to the right of Lebrecq. Won by Tennessee. Sperduto winds up, fakes the shot. Carline almost able to tip it in front. Second shot there by Donovan, tipped out of play by the Coastal goaltender.
You know, I like those plays by our defenseman right there. Just putting the puck on that, maybe get a tip, redirection, something like that. Just get some production going, get some more shots on the stat sheet. Get yourself in a good feeling going into this first intermission.
Coastal wins the face-off. Walsh on his horse. Walsh fires. Sends it right over the glove hand of Brandon Shaw with 3:18 left here in this first period. Make that 1-0 Chanticleers.
Yeah, you know, it was pretty easy. He was able to get around Donovan there with the speed. Goes in through on Shaw's right side and picks a top corner. Easy 1-0 start there.
Coastal's been maintaining a lot of the possession here.
Coastal Carolina. Number 8, Liam Vols, unassisted.
Tolk sends it up now for King as he chips it all the way in, where it's played there by Lebrecht. Lebrecht leaves it there. Carline comes away with it to King. King fires! Saved there by Lebrecht. Nice header there by Sam Hale as it gets past him into the neutral zone. No ice here as Kruppa's on it. Kruppa off the glass. Picked up by Tolk. Westerfer on Tolk now. Sends it up for Carline. Carline put into the boards a little bit by Kruppa. Carline on it now, dancing around a couple Coastal players. Gets taken off the puck finally by Westerfer. Westerfer coming up high on King. On it now is Ryan. Ryan centering, trying, nobody home. Carline on his horse, can't control. Ice is sticky here with all the snow. No ice crew to come clean it up for us. Tolk sends it all the way across, bouncing puck. Kept in the zone by Engineering. Engineering, far corner now. Hit there, by Kilduff. Battle for it now, 2-on-2. Bunch coming in now. Lays the hit on Kilduff. Puck goes by Kokoska. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first period. Kokoska chips it up as it's picked off by the Coastal Carolina player. Flipped up high into the Coastal end. On his horse for Tennessee is Marino as Corning comes away with it. Corning now fires it up. Kokoska right there to pick it off for Tennessee. Sends it down for Bunch. Bunch. High saucer in opposite corner dump in where it's picked up by Stahl. Stahl through the neutral zone into Tennessee in. Tennessee territory now. Taking off that puck. Nice play there by Lundy. Schonbrunn now. Schonbrunn fires. Nice pad save there by Lebrecht. Battle for it now, Magazzini in the corner. Hit there, little from behind by Barnes. Barnes coming away with it and sends it up for Compton. Paulhart on his horse gets there. 50 seconds remain in this first period. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, we have an own goal right here. Don't know what defenseman it was. Tried to pass it over to his partner there, but I think he just fanned on it. Goes right through the legs of Shaw.
2-0 here. Coastal Carolina lead. 46 seconds left in this first period. That's one as a goalie you've got to shake off right away.
Oh, absolutely. But also, too, I mean, you got to start sending a message to your defensive core. You just be like, guys, come on, let's get focused. Let's get the puck moving. Get it out of our zone. Do anything you can to get some offense going. There was some good offense going here in a little bit when we had Magazzini down here, down low. You could see how well he was doing, using his body right behind the net. And I think at this pace right now, if they're going to want a chance of scoring in this game, they're going to have to get that physicality right in front of the net and right behind the net.
Sent in, delayed offsides, 30 seconds remaining here. As Barley on the puck for Coastal. He flips it high out of the zone. Donovan there to play it for Tennessee. Wraps it around behind Shaw. Gets it up to Hamill. Hamill now. Taken off the puck by Lalick. 10 seconds remain as Coastal is offsides. Worry about that later. Yep. 5 seconds now. Up for Carter. Carter gives it to King. King chips it in, and that'll do it for the first period. Score is 2-0 Coastal Carolina. Shots also in their favor, 11-5.
Yeah, you know, Tennessee's going to have to get back in the locker room and regroup here. They really need to come up with a strategy of addressing their blue line and not letting anybody come in. And then also just start playing with a little bit more heart. It seems like they're reaching more than they are striding. So at the end of the day, we'll see what the coaching staff does here at the intermission and get back with you guys for the intermission report coming up. Time they come up, they are sitting right at the line taking shots. There's really no movement. It's kind of like if you're watching a basketball game and people are standing on the top of the circle, there's really going to be no production. So that being said, they got to find a way to come into the zone, start moving the puck around, get the goalie thinking. The goalie for Coastal Carolina has been sitting all day. Really hasn't seen any shots through the first period. Hopefully Tennessee can come up with a better game plan, and some leaders like Drew King and Carline can be able to show what they can do as a offensive presence. So we'll have to see what comes up. Just to recap the goals, I mean, the first one for Coastal, their guy beat our defenseman Donovan just with his speed. Donovan really not the speed guy, he's more of the size and uses his physical presence, was out in open ice, wasn't able to come up with a defensive play. And then the own goal, that's just the hardest part of this first period. So hopefully they can turn it around, and we're about to start the second period. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everybody, welcome to the second period, about to start. The Ice Vols are down 2-0 at the moment, and also down in the shot total, 11-5 in favor of Coastal Carolina. Coastal wins the faceoff, moving in quick shot on Shaw, and a save. You can see King right there, the captain, doesn't want to take a lot of physical presence in front of his goaltender. Especially, he's been playing pretty well throughout the game, just unfortunate bounces and some unfortunate defensive plays going on. King goes in for the draw, wins it. Paul Hart's on the board. King's got it, taking it behind his own zone. King gets hit, trying to get it out of the zone, still not out, now out. We have a turnover coming in. South Carolina trying to regroup and get a hold of the puck. They do. Send it into the Tennessee zone. Shaw right behind the net to collect it. Kokoska now trying to wrap it around, but puts it right out in front. Shaw stood up tall there. Paul Hart over to King behind his own netminder, and they get it out of their own zone. Coastal recovers. Puts it right back in. Kokoska looking for the long pass. Not able to get it. Paul Hart trying to shovel it out there. And Coastal coming in, and we got an offsides. Once again, early on in this start of the period, it seems like Tennessee is under fire. Really just can't get that state of mind to let's get it out of our own zone and let's start pushing. Engineering going in to take the faceoff right now. Dumps it off, and Coastal wins it. Tied back up. Coastal trying to dump it back in over. Donovan on it right now. Gets it over to Sperduto. Sperduto looking for his man down the left side. Engineering going in to get after it. Donovan trying to... Seemed like he was using an axe right there. Going to try and keep it in. He's really trying anything he can right now to get some momentum in this Ice Vols offense. I'm going to throw it back over to Dominic Webster, your play-by-play guy.
Face-off won back by Coastal. O'Brien. On it now for Coastal Carolina is McAdams. He sends it down. Donovan there, plays it with the backhand. McAdams unable to control as it comes up to Drew Marino. Marino taking off the puck, regains possession, trying to find Engineering. Sent all the way down, no icing here. Picked up by Corning. Big hit there by Bunch. Marino on it down back behind Shaw. Donovan on it, backhands it up, not out. Picked up there by O'Brien. Nice play by Donovan to pick the puck back up. Nice little backhand saucer to Magazzini. Magazzini gets through. Fires. Saved there by Lebrec. In front now. Puck comes free out into the neutral zone. Schoenbrunn with the nifty little stick lift, taking it out of the hands of Ferrara. Back down into the Coastal end now. Penalty coming up to Coastal Carolina. On it now is Lundy. Lundy hit from behind. Will there be a 5-on-3?
Well, finally, we're going to be able to see some special teams here, and it's in favor for the Ice Vols going on the power play. But before then, just wanted to talk about Brian Donovan's game right there. I mean, he was obviously the first guy to allow the goal for Coastal coming in. He just wasn't able to step up. But on that last shift there, his first shift of the second period, it seemed like he was really on his game, tracking the puck well, getting it to his players, and getting it out of his zone really is what they need to start doing. I want to see some movement on this power play. Keep it in their zone. If you're not going to score a goal, at least spend time in the Coastal zone, get them uncomfortable.
Drew King on it now as Lalick is in the box for Coastal. 2 minutes for tripping. Sent up for Carline from Kokoska. Carline now. Down the left-hand side of the ice. Chips it in and around Kruppa. Carline back on it, trying to send it up to Kokoska. Carline playing it down for Bunch, picked off in front. Carline picks up possession again, trying to look for King. That's who this power play runs through. Finds King. King back down to Carline. Carline top of circle, finding Marino. As Marino gets cross-checked in front, no call coming up. King on it now, walks in, fires. Sounded like it got a little bit of crossbar off the back glass now. Tennessee still with possession, Bunch up to Carline. Carline finds King. King back down to Carline at the hash mark. Carline fires. Saved there by Lebrec. As Coastal's able to send it all the way down, where Shaw loses a stick. And he leaves it there for Kokoska. He finds Schonbrunn. First game back, and he's back on the power play for this team. Schonbrunn still with possession. Back up for Engineering. Engineering backhand saucer over for Sperduto. Jumps his stick. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Back for Engineering. Schonbrunn just now getting back on side for Engineering. Engineering unable to control. Schonbrunn bats it out of the air. Puck's bouncing around a lot out there, right? Carter playing it back. Sperduto plays it behind Shaw. Coastal getting a quick change here. Much needed for them. Sperduto up for Carter. Carter going through the neutral zone. Gains entry in the Chanticleer end. Stops and starts in the corner. Trying to find Sperduto, and does. Even terms now on the ice. Sperduto back down for Carter. Carter centering try for Magazzini. Sent well wide. And Coastal now with numbers coming into the Tennessee end. Shot fired. Nice save there by Brandon Shaw on the shot from O'Brien.
You know, from that power play right there, we got to see the both units come out and get a little bit of just a little ice time, just moving around with the one man up there. And from what I saw throughout that entire power play, it seemed like they were getting some time in the zone, which we needed. But then again, just they need a little bit more speed when it comes to passing. They need to have that for certain thought and vision. Okay, this is where I'm going with the puck. I know the ice is a little chippy. It's not the greatest ice in all of now. At the end of the day, Coastal's got 2 goals with it, so they can power through as well.
Up at the point now, shot fired, goes wide of Shaw. Out all the way out of the end now, out of Tennessee's end, back to Coastal's zone. Sent over for O'Brien. O'Brien picked off by Hamill. Stackhouse finds Hamill, back to Stackhouse. Stackhouse taken out in front of the net, no call. Penalty coming up to Coastal Carolina once again. Look for Tennessee, hopefully, to capitalize on this one, as referee Jim Dewhurst makes the call.
You know, it's like they got the blueprints now from the first power play. Now they just got to go out and execute it. It seems like Coastal's a little bit winded, too. I mean, they've been in their own zone for quite some bit now, and I would think they're going to go with the second power play unit to start with Bunch. Like 55 name is so-and-so. We did that on Twitter. We didn't say it.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Marino with it, sends it over where King plays it now in the neutral zone. King trying to send it back down for Marino. As Marino comes away with possession, Marino fires, scores! Drew Marino on the power play! Makes it 2-1, Coastal Carolina. Nice play set up there, starting in the neutral zone with Drew King. He passed it down to Carline, and he chipped it forward for Marino to get that shot.
Thanks for doing my job for me. I appreciate it. But no, like you said, just a good break for Tennessee, finally getting that 1-on-0 right side of the goaltender and able to put it right over his glove, I believe, or underneath. It's something they need. I'm happy they got it on the power play. It shows that they're progressing in some direction right now. And with 14-17 left, let's get the momentum going. Let's keep it going even though they're back to 5-on-5. If they can score on 5-on-5, they're definitely still in this game.
Played now by Corning in the Coastal Carolina end. Barnes on it now, fires it. Sent well high over Shaw. Bunch able to chip it out into the neutral zone. Picking it up now is Lalick. Lalick chips it all the way in. Paul Hart there to play it right at the goal line. He tries to send it to Marino, the goal scorer. He's unable to get it out. Paul Hart tries again. Glove down there by Barnes. Chipped in front by Paul Hart. Paul Hart gets hit a little high there by found to be messed with either. Kokoska now on it, trying to find Marino, and picked off instead by Coastal. Coming back into the Tennessee end. A big hit there by Paul Hart on the entry. Kokoska now behind Shaw. Bodied by Barnes. Still has possession. We apologize for the video feed. We are using uneven surfaces. Sent down for icing. And the Tennessee bench is enraged. As Engineering was down on the puck before the whistle even blew.
I don't really know what's going on right now. I mean, I've never seen the bench react that way, where they all go up. It's almost as if they scored a goal or something. But at the end of the day, it looks like we're going to be taking the face-off here at center ice. I'll tell you, that one goal, though, you can tell has juiced this team. You saw Paul Hart right over on our side here lay out a Coastal Carolina player. I think the juice is back. Hopefully the momentum comes back as well.
Nice chip there by Trevor Lundy. Back up for Sperduto now in the neutral zone. Sperduto winds up, fakes the shot, and sends it all the way around, where Lebrecq unable to play it. Schonbrunn trying to send it back through. Nice stick play there by Sperduto. Sends it back into the Coastal end. On it now for Coastal is Ferrara. Ferrara fires a shot. Saved by the knob of the stick by Shaw. Magazzini trying to lay the body out there. He comes away with the puck and taken off of it just as quickly. Sperduto on it now for Tennessee. Sperduto with the high saucer pass off the shin pad of the Coastal Carolina defenseman. Dylan Stahl, battle for it now behind Lebrecq. Two Tennessee players go down, one Coastal player. Coming away with it now with speed is Coastal Carolina. Shot, nice save there by Brandon Shaw. 2-on-0, and he's going to cover up right there with 11:57 left here in the second period.
Oh, what a great view for you guys to see Brandon and just track the puck consistently and game in and game out. Tennessee was kind of standing once again, not really getting, like they're not bending their knees enough. It seemed like right now they're standing a little. Just stay active. Just stay active. That's all I ask in front of the net.
Carlin coming away with it, gets hit by his own player, Drew King. Sitting try. And score, Coastal Carolina. O'Brien puts it home on the Leflin pass, makes it 3-1 Coastal.
Yeah, pretty easy goal there for them, getting the puck right in front of the net, and it's a 2-on-1 there with the Tennessee defender. There's really no stopping it for Shaw. I mean, he can either take a shot up close to his left side or pass it right over like he did and get on the right side. So unfortunate right there for Tennessee. Once again, down 2 again. Shot total now 14-7 with 11:44 left.
Tennessee getting outshot 2-1 here. 14-7 is the total in the favor of the Chanticleers. Face-off one back by Coastal Carolina. Puck along the near boards now. In the in the corner, opposite end of the ice from us. Coming down now with speed is O'Brien, the goal scorer just now. Big hit from E.J. Paulhart on McAdams. Shot fired, saved there by Shaw from the top of the zone. 11:13 left in the second period.
Well, I'm running out of ideas, Dom. What do you got for us right now? What needs to happen for Tennessee to turn it back over and get this game tied up?
Definitely stronger on the defensive end of the ice. Definitely they need to up the pressure in the forward end.
It seems like every single time Coastal's rushing too, it takes our guy, one of our wingers at the blue line or even at midline for them to start turning around and start skating forward back to their own goaltender, and that's not what you want in a defensive core.
Donovan on it now for Tennessee. Tied up along the half wall. Gives it up for Marino. Marino now has Bunch to his left. He's going to take it himself. Drew Marino tripped up. No call.
That one was the case of the ice monster once again.
Sent up now where Sperduto plays it in the neutral zone. Sperduto stopping and starting on Kruppa. Bunch in on it now. Big hit there from Bunch on Stahl. Crunching blow from Pete Bunch. Stahl on it now for Coastal. Gets sent into the Tennessee end behind Shaw. Sperduto there to play it. Pressured by Westerfer. Donovan on the puck now. Turns on a dime against Barnes. Donovan now trying to wrap it back down for Sperduto. 10 minutes even left in the second period. Sperduto finds Lundy just off of his stick into the Coastal end. On it now is Sperduto for Tennessee in the neutral zone. Back for Donovan now. Donovan. Nice stretch pass there for Lundy. It gets picked off back down where Sperduto plays it. Sperduto behind Shaw now. Dogged there by Barnes and eventually taken out. Donovan backhand pass up to Lundy. Lundy able to chip it around the Coastal defenseman. And gets hit high. Puck gets sent out of play. Face-off coming to the neutral zone. 9:22 left here in this period.
Well, Dom, I will say one thing. For when we scored there, it was good to see the Tennessee fans being up close on the boards, getting to see this team play at home for the final time this semester and this year. It's a good turnout by the fans, like I said earlier in the broadcast, and it's rewarding that they at least were able to see one goal so far tonight. Hopefully many more to come.
Sam Hale battling in the corner now. Carter comes away with it for Tennessee. Carter trying to send it all the way up for King, just out of his reach as it's picked off by Ryan. Carline on it, back down for Hale, sends it across for Tolk. Tolk off the stick of King and picked off. This time by Kruppa. Kruppa sends it into the neutral zone. Nice play there by Carline to King. Scores Nick Carline! Could not tell you what happened there, but Carline puts the puck home.
Sweet Carline, bum, bum, bum. I love doing it every time it happens, baby.
3-2 on that Nick Carline goal. Nifty little pass from King. I thought LeBrecq had it covered. 8:42 left here in the second period. Tennessee down 1.
Yeah, that's what they need to. Being down 1 with 8 minutes left in this period, they're able to possibly come up with another goal here. It's not pretty, but hey, it counts. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum. They just need to keep attacking, though, that offensive zone and really get this goaltender moving. He's not that big. He's not that fast. If you get the goaltender moving just a little bit, it's going to create opportunities for you to put the puck in the net.
Goal number 91 for the Tennessee Ice Balls, Nick Carline.
Face-off won by Tennessee. Over for Paulhart to Kokoska now.
And number 3.
Kokoska trying to send it up for Lubbock. just out of his reach, down for icing. 8:33 left here in this second period. Face-off coming to the left of Shaw. Hamill to take the draw for Tennessee. Gerstner for Coastal. Face-off won by Coastal. Shot fired by Walsh off the crossbar and out of play.
Man, and that's Shaw's best friend right there because he did not see that coming at all. What a quick release.
Face-off once again to the left of Shaw. Paul Hart on it, off the glass, and out of the zone. Brought back in by Gerstner. Gerstner one-on-one with Kokoska. Gets into the corner now, Kokoska on him. He wraps it around, Paul Hart there to pick it up for Tennessee. Battling with Ferrara. Up now, big hit by Justin Stackhouse at the blue line. Kilduff a little shaken up. Paul Hart on it now for Tennessee. He gives it off to Hamill. Hamill trying to find Lebick. Up now for Gerstner. Kokoska making a diving play. Paul Hart now. Beautiful save there by Brandon Shaw. 7:51 left here in the second period.
What an awesome sequence right there of plays. First with the big hit by Stackhouse. My goodness. That's probably one of the best open ice hits I've seen in a while. And then once again, you can just see the tracking of Shaw, staying with every single play, no matter what. He's the reason why Tennessee's in this game right now.
Once you see the train come down the tracks, you best get off. That's all I can say about that hit from Stackhouse. Face-off won by Coastal. Donovan in on it behind Shaw with Leflin. Marino now off the post, coming away with it into the neutral zone, gains the Coastal line. Marino fires shot, saved there by Lebrecht. Backhand attempt by Donovan, sent wide. On it now is Shefflin. Shot fired, blockered away by Shaw. That shot coming from McAdams. In the feet of Sperduto now. Shefflin now fires it. Saved there in the neutral zone, taken off of it by the Coastal defenseman. Sent all the way back down. Donovan there to play it for Tennessee. Donovan, backhand chip by O'Brien. Through the neutral zone, gains the Coastal line. Taking off the puck right as he enters. O'Brien now has Shefflin. Shefflin trying to find O'Brien. Nice save there by Shaw. Gets his stick in the way. Lundy on it now.